The Calvert County School Board in Maryland recently repealed an anti-racism policy. They adopted the policy in 2020 to address institutional racism within the school district.
The board voted unanimously to repeal it. Some said it was redundant, but others are pushing back. Opponents want to know what led to the reversal and what will be done to address racism in schools.
News 4's Darcy Spencer has the story.
The anti-racism policy has been in place for nearly 5 years here at Calvert County Public Schools. It was meant to acknowledge and address systemic and institutional racism in the schools. But at a school board meeting last month, that policy was repealed. The vote was unanimous.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Members of the community, current and former students, teachers, and activists spoke against the repeal at a public comment session held after the vote. Noah Bell is a 2016 graduate.
I can tell you with no uncertain view that when I was in school, hate had a home in our school system.
Racism impacts mental and emotional health, physical health, and academic performance and educational outcomes.
When you take something away, I'm telling you as a parent of brown children, it signals that they're less than, that they don't deserve something. That's protection.
Among the policy's provisions, acknowledging institutional racism in schools, eliminating systemic racism from CCPS, eliminating disproportionality of discipline and suspensions among racial groups, and acknowledging the concept of white privilege and white supremacy and its hindrance on achieving equity. Several members of the NAACP of Calvert County gathered to speak to News 4 about their opposition to repealing the policy, how they think politics is involved, and how it will set the school system back. Deborah Harris is the group's president.
The purpose of the anti-racism policy was to address the concerns that the students and the staff of Calvert County Public Schools had with racial incidents and how they were handled within the public schools.
Mike Schisler is with the NAACP and a former Calvert County Schools principal. He says the policy was put in place following the murder of George Floyd and the unrest that led to change.
We don't want to turn back the clock where we're ignoring parts of our community and parts of our kids.
At the meeting, some board members briefly spoke about why they voted to repeal.
It sends the message that we are elevating one form of discrimination over all of the other forms of discrimination, and that simply is not the fact.
Anti-discrimination policies and regulations that are strictly enforced across all school districts. Additional policies are redundant.
News 4 reached out to the board requesting a comment or interview. The board president sent this statement: "We support the safety of all students and groups against any discrimination as outlined in our current discrimination policy and procedure." After a 30-day public review, there will be a second vote this month, which the board president says is standard when making changes to any policy. The NAACP says their members will be there to oppose the change once again.
And we will continue to speak out against their actions.
Darcy Spencer, News 4.